Judgment Day. The end of the world. It's today, 3 hours from now.
2 hours and 53 minutes. Now, whatever your name is, get ready for the big surprise.
Yo, what's up, grinders? It is the late night grinding after dark. What a crazy, crazy day. My goodness. Goodness gracious. What's up, everybody? This is Jez77, What Grinds My Gears, and we are going to talk about the PlayStation 5. Yes, we got our friend Jim Ness. What's up, J Cat Pug Channel? Tasted55, what's up? Glorious Kev, what's up? Yeah, it has been a crazy, crazy day. If you check out the reactions for, the stream that I had prior, had a couple of things to say. I'm going to recap some of that stuff. We're going to talk about it and talk about kind of the fallout that's been going on ever since this PlayStation reveal came out today. It has been chaos. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, put the kids to bed. We're going. Grinds my gears. All right. Here we go.
Thank you for pressing the self-destruct button. This ship will self-destruct in 3 minutes.
So, yes, taste it. Yeah, exactly. So, today, Sony had their Part 2 reveal of the PlayStation 5. And I did a live reaction with the Ultra Preset podcast, guys. And we went through it. And, overall, the show was great. They did a great job showing games, showing next gen games, quote unquote. We'll talk about that, and just really good job of just showing things that people want to play. What's up, Sam Ash? How you doing? Hit that like button when you come in, guys. Share that video. Let's get the grinders in here for the late night bonus episodes. But so they did a great job with the show. And what's up, Game Night? And I think the content that they shown, the things that they did, and they tried to show, excellent. And the big thing that they revealed was the price. So as has been going on and on about on the channel, is that PlayStation 5 Digital Edition is $399. And the PlayStation 5 Physical Edition with the disc drive, with the Ultra Blu-ray player, is $499. So, comparison to the Xbox, they basically matched on the high end with the $499 price point with both of the disc consoles and the power, the high end. And then on the low end, though, without the disc, it's the same console. No power compromises or anything like that. Just does not have a disc. Is $100 less. And that's huge. And sitting now with the S at $299, the S doesn't have a disc, plus it's underpowered for a lower SKU and 4 teraflops, and has the same CPU, has a lower amount of RAM. And now that $100 difference between the Series S and the PlayStation 5 Digital, that $100 gets you a lot. It gives you a true next-gen system. And exclusive games that you only could play as well, in addition to ability to use VR and all this other stuff that PlayStation offers, with that controller, with the DualSense and everything like that. But that $100 price difference is definitely something. And as it could go into with the story of pre-ordering, The digital one seems to be the one that is like goes first, the $3.99 price point. And one of the things that came out of this whole thing, one of the big disappointments from the show was that they didn't even announce when pre-orders start. And pre-orders apparently was supposed, then Jeff Keighley tweets out that, oh, they're starting tomorrow. Then you find out that people are pre-ordering it right now. So here goes the hunt. Let's go. So, doing that, I was like, let's go to the websites. Best Buy, Target, nothing. GameStop, I'm like, I'm not even bothering calling them. Thanks, Nigel. Good, congratulations. Pre-order secured. And Sam Ash, I'm going to get into that stuff. Don't worry, that's the main part. So, when I saw that there were pre-orders today, and not tomorrow, and the websites I didn't get any emails. So this is the PlayStation story. So sit down and get ready for the PlayStation story of the pre-order fiasco that's been going on.
Put that cookie down now!
Story starts now. Get ready. So, I basically find out that they're pre-ordering now. People are showing their receipts on Twitter. I'm like, what the hell? I'm not waiting till tomorrow. So, I kiss my wife and kids, and I'm like, I'm going out. And I basically get in the car, and I go right to GameStop, because I knew that they weren't going to answer their phone, right? Because they typically don't. And they close in an hour. So I went there. I walked into the one that usually is the most popular one. I have three within 5 miles of each other. So I go to the main one, and I go there, and I'm like, okay, so do you have any PlayStation 5 pre-orders? The guy's like, nope, sold out. And I'm like, well, how many did you get? He said 12. Now, I'm seeing from Twitter, people like, well, it was like a 10 and a 2. Like, they had less digitals than physicals, because, you know, GameStop's not going to be pushing that digital one. So he said he had 12, right? Then I was like, what about the other one? He goes, I don't know. So I drove to the other one, went in there, and I was like, hey, you have any PlayStation 5 pre-orders? He goes, nope, we're done. I was like, how many did you have? He goes, he had 8. So I'm thinking, I'm like, you know what? Those are really low amounts. These guys must have had a couple, released a little bit here or there. They're going to do this, you know, with the typical launch. They're going to keep adding more and more slots and getting more and more things. This was probably just like they had a few, and they started doing them. Or this is the initial allotment that they gave the stores for when pre-order started. Probably being a safe bet. Because if you recall, GameStop particularly, with the Xbox 360, they just took pre-orders upon pre-orders without even knowing what their allocation was. And they had a lot of pissed off people with the Xbox 360. I think the same thing happened for the Wii. I don't think it was the Wii. It was the 360 started it. And they took like an enormous amount of 360 pre-orders. And then what happened is that when people came in for their pre-orders, like, I want to get on launch date, they had to stagger people's getting their console because they weren't the initial shipment. And I remember my friend worked at GameStop, and I was like, you know, I pre-ordered first come, first serve. I pre-ordered soon for the 360, and I was on the first shipment for launch night. But then as the consoles got in, I heard people were getting the consoles like days later and stuff like that. And they made a huge mistake in just allowing pre-orders, right? For just not even knowing what their allocation was. So I do think that these are initial allocations, and as Sony officially does this, because that has been a fiasco, they never really officially did it. Like, it's just been tweets and stuff. And they've kind of handled the pre-order thing totally ridiculously. So then I went to Target. And I went to Target, and I was like, you know what? Going in the store Target, they're not going to, probably even know what the hell's going on. So I went on, I went online on my phone, and I went to Target.com. Still looking at Best Buy, Still looking at Target because I wanted to get at least one. My initial thing is I want one digital and one physical. So basically, I wanted to try to get at least one of them locked down, So I went to Target's website and I saw that I refreshed it and both of them were there on the website. Best Buy didn't have anything. I never got emails from Sony or from all the people that I asked to be notified about it. I'm sure all of them will be goddamn tomorrow, right? Yeah, that's right, Glorious Cat. We all got finessed with this shit. Because this is all just like, it's like just a bunch of people just like tweeting rumors. Oh, I got it, I copped it, I got it on Twitter. It's going all over the goddamn place. So then, I go to Target's website and the digital one, out. I'm like, oh my God. Then I go to Walmart's website. They had the physical one in stock. So I go to the physical one on Walmart. I add it to cart, process it. My credit card's in there. Hit ship. Says we can't process your order. I'm like, I got all the way to the end to check out everything. Can't process the order. Then eventually it goes awry on Walmart. Then I go back to the Target one to see if the physical one's showing up. Physical one shows up. I get the physical one in the Target app. I hit order, and it confirms. And I get the email, confirmed. I'm like, woo, got it on lock. I got the email, all confirmed. Then I'm like, good as gold. I'm like, I got a physical one. Then I go to GameStop, doesn't work. Best Buy, I am like right here. It is in the cart, a physical one. And I keep hitting checkout and it won't. It's in my cart, but I cannot. It doesn't process it. So I'm just going to keep been spamming that the whole night. The other thing that happens is that I come back and then get an email from my credit card going like, did you authorize this purchase? You might have to re-authenticate. I'm like,
no deal.
oh, shit. You better not cancel that goddamn order. God damn it.
Take it back!
So I immediately spammed the button on my credit card going like, no, I authorized this. This is not false. Like, I authorized this purchase at Target. They said, okay. Now I'm panicking. I go check the credit card and I'm like, it says pending. They better not decline it. Now, Target, I think, charges you initially. And then after they charge you, they kind of take it back, but they don't kind of like, they just charge it as a test. I know, Sam Ash. That happened to me at Best Buy a couple of times where I use my PlayStation card because I get points with it. Where, like, I would buy something at Best Buy and I'll go there and be like, oh, yeah, you can't buy it because it canceled the transaction. I'm like, what? Yeah. So I'm staring at this Target thing now, just saying that the order is authorized, it's ready to go. So now I got to check to see. Now I'm still looking for my second console. I got it at Best Buy. Now this is what I think. I think tomorrow or midnight tonight, we're going to start seeing the emails come out. Best Buy just sent an email out saying pre-order it. It shows up on the Best Buy website. You go in there and you could add to cart. What's up, CTR2? You could add it, right? Let's, guys, share the video out at the like button. So then I get the email from Best Buy. I start adding it to my cart, spamming it, and that's where I am right now with my second one. I got to get a backup one just in case that Target one doesn't go through. Because those sons of bitches at Target, they will have it like that, and then when they come to process it, they'll be... Because I can change the credit card to charge it, so I'm hoping that it says it's on lock. Like, it says that it's ordered. It doesn't say processing. So I checked at the top. It doesn't say processing. It says ordered. So I'm thinking it's locked in. Now I'm seeing on Twitter some people are going like, oh, well, now they're canceling orders and all that other stuff. That's right, Sam Ash. Best Buy cleared your friend's cart. It does that too. The cart's crashing. Now, what I think, maybe some of these stores went prematurely with this stuff, and now they're just kind of locking it down until tomorrow when it officially opens up. But it really has been a shit show. Like, I know Sony knew that there was going to be a lot of hype with this, and it comes out November 10th. That was the other thing that came out, which is 2 days after November 12th. The Xbox comes out November 10th. So it comes out 2 days after the friggin' Xbox. Crazy. It's gonna be a crazy week, and Call of Duty comes out that week. But Microsoft had this thing where it's like September 22nd. We're gonna do the thing, and it's gonna be great. We're gonna as the launch on Tuesday next week. Yes, Pug. They also crashed the DDoS. The DDoS protection went on GameStop, like a GameStop. Like they basically crashed their website. The initial hit was going to be crazy. Even if Sony said, hey, we're going to have pre-orders ready tomorrow or on Friday, I think by having that organized kind of that thing, I think Friday it would have been a nightmare at all these stores. The demand for the PlayStation 5 is huge. And I think the only way they could have done this is kind of like trickled out semi-leaks of people could pre-order here and there to kind of absorb some of the hype. Because if they came out with a definitive date, like how Xbox did, which we'll see how that goes next week, I think that a lot of these websites would have just went belly up because they would have had a certain time and people would have been spamming the hell out of it and would have crashed their websites. So I think by allowing some pre-orders in now, opening up and then closing and then locking them, basically what that does is that prevents their website from getting crashed. That's the only thing I can think of. And I think that these are just initial ones. I think if people sitting here going like, I'm never going to get a PlayStation, I think we have a long way to go. And after the first couple of weeks die down, I think they'll open up more pre-orders, and you just got to be a little astute on it, and you'll get them. So I don't think that this is it. Like, they're sold out everywhere. Everybody, I think, got real small allocations. I think this was just a start to kind of ease the traffic and have the things crash. Probably, I would like it to crash at 9, 10 o'clock at night rather than tomorrow morning when people probably are up shopping rather than at the evening time. So that was mishandled. But I do think that it was to probably navigate traffic, and, there was no kind of organization with that, with the pre-orders. But basically, they did go live after the show. But the hype is unreal for it. And that's the one thing, that, the PlayStation 5, it's really crazy. And exactly, Sam Ash. I think you're fine. I think everybody's going to get it. I think there'll be more. You'll get, refresh emails, probably from GameStop. Say, hey, we got more PlayStation in stock. Do you want to pre-order them? And as Sony kind of gets out these allocations. The GameStop had 8. And 12. Come on. Sold out? Eight of them at one store? Come on. That's nothing. But I'm just happy that I got the Target one. And congratulations to whoever got it tonight. I know that, at least got one. I heard some people got 2 pre-ordered and stuff like that. Again, we got to see if it all goes through and all that other stuff. Because that happened exactly to me with Best Buy where they had that credit card thing. That happened with the Switch. I remember halfway through it said my Switch was I couldn't get my Switch because that credit card thing backed off. I remember that. And I was like, I canceled my Switch pre-order. And I was like, no, but that's why I got a second one. So that's why I'm doing a second one here with this one, with this credit card, because I hate that stuff. And that's so weird. That credit card never did that stuff, but it just did it. I'm like, of all things that I purchased. But I got it. We'll see. I'm going to be on top of it, so I'll get another one. I wanted to get 2. I don't care. As long as I get one, I'm going to get the headset. Thanks, game night. I want to get the headset. I probably want to get the camera. And get that another controller probably. But that headset only $100 too. They revealed the price of that too, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so just the content alone. So I showed my son the Spider-Man. He was like crazy. The Spider-Man again looked incredible from the show. And they announced Final Fantasy 16 is actually going to be an exclusive. And talking about the second topic here with Jim Ness. After the show, basically they confirmed that Sackboy Adventures, whatever the hell that game is, Miles Morales, and the one that kind of upset me the most, Horizon Zero Dawn 2 Forbidden West, are going to be also on the PlayStation 4. Now, this is coming from a company that has been promoting next generation. We believe in generations. We're not making games. So you're going to buy games to play on the PlayStation 5 because that's what they're made for PlayStation 5. Well, that was their tone in June. Now, it's like you could upgrade when you want. We're going to bring these 3 games to PlayStation 4. And, the thing is that it's fine. I understand why they want to do it. Same reason why Microsoft is doing it. But Microsoft, I think, is doing it for a little bit different reason, for Game Pass and, making sure that their content comes across generations. You don't want to cut off a subscriber from one generation to another generation. I can understand their kind of flow. But the fact that they made these 3 games, and I understand, Sackboy, whatever. Miles, that sucks a little bit because it looked like it was going to be a next-gen only game and the reason why to get a PlayStation 5. But the Horizon Zero Dawn 2, that is just messed. That I'm like, what? I thought they were talking about how game design and they couldn't fly in the PlayStation 4 version, but the PlayStation 5 will allow them to, do whatever they want and these immediate load times and stuff like that. And, it sucks because they changed. They totally changed their tone. So I'm always of like, you buy next-gen games, you have next-gen games to show the power of your next-gen console. You don't want your next-gen games to be held back by previous gen for a 1 teraflop machine. Now, when I was stating those things, Xbox has yet to show games. They're talking about this stuff. Sony has shown the games, and looking at Spider-Man gameplay, one would be like, well, that game doesn't look like it's held back. Spider-Man gameplay looked absolutely incredible. The animations are going in. So, like, maybe it can work in some games, and maybe these 3 games they decided to do it with. I don't know what Horizon's going to look like. Now, Horizon Zero Dawn, the first game, looked incredible. It looked like anything better than the whole generation, right? So, that's the other thing, is that these PlayStation 4 games, the previous ones, were lookers. The games looked incredible. So, yeah. So they'll probably look incredible. Like, they were okay. But the whole message of believing in generations and wanting to just, make games and we believe in generations. We make games for next-gen experiences and all this other stuff, and then be like, oh, it's also coming to PlayStation 4. I'm like, well, they changed. And going into the PlayStation blog about that whole thing, it's that, where is it right here? See, so it's over here where they stated here. And this is pretty interesting here because they came out pretty aggressive in June about you will need to buy a PlayStation 5. We want the PlayStation 4s to turn to PlayStation 5s. Now they're kind of coming out with the basically Microsoft tone where you may transition to PlayStation 5 at different times, which is why it's important for us to release the latest title on both consoles. Now, either they got a lot of feedback from them, like, being like, hey, Microsoft is the pro-consumer, and, they're making their games be on everything, especially Sony has 125 million units that they're denying by putting this on PlayStation 5, but hey, those are the breaks, right? If you're doing next generation, if you believe in generations, these games can only be made with the PlayStation 5. Well, when you make those claims, and then you say, well, it's going to be on PlayStation 4, then what do you mean it's only can be done by the PlayStation 5? Like, you can't use that tone, And the game's going to be $50. And then they're also going to have that you get a free upgrade. If you buy it on the PlayStation 4 version of Miles Morales, you'll get the PlayStation 5. Now, the question is, for the other thing, is that the remaster. So on PlayStation 5, there's an Ultimate Edition, which includes a voucher code for Spider-Man Remastered. Now, There's the question that we need more detail on. If you already own Spider-Man, are you getting this remastered version, or is it only in the Miles Morales bundle? Because it says the remaster is no simple upres. Game on now. Is this how much? And maybe this is an upgrade charge. Maybe this is $20 to upgrade your Spider-Man. I don't know. But that's next generation, man, it's all messed up. So there's more detail there because this game is $70. So the difference in price between the two of them, one's $50 and one's $70. That makes that this thing is probably $20. Which is it going to be a $20 upgrade charge, or do you automatically get the Spider-Man remastered? I don't know. They have to let us know. See? My thought is, I don't know if it says it here. Yeah. Oh, it is the network code for redemption. There's a lot of kind of questions. Sony has a lot. We still don't see the UI. A lot of things going on here. This rollout has been horrible. But I do have to say, this picture from the game, like that, this was right from the game. Like, all right, so this game's coming out on PlayStation 4, right? Dude, like, okay. The thing is that you don't look like Craig. All right? I'm not looking at this and being like, Spider-Man's held back. You know? This character model looks like it's from last gen, and they just threw it on, put a little thing on it, and it's for this gen. So the thing is that what Sony has shown so far with even Horizon Zero Dawn and Spider-Man is that these games do look next gen. It will be very interesting to see what the PlayStation 4 game looks like. You know, to see the differences. And I think it does put more pressure on Sony to justify the PlayStation 5 when you have cross-gen games. And I said this before. It was a challenge that Microsoft was going to have as well. When all your games are cross-gen, now just because a game is a next-gen exclusive, now it's up to you to show the differences. Now, it is not all bad, because there are some next-gen only games, Ratchet and Clank and Demon's Souls. Those are PlayStation 5 only. So they do have first-party, and also Godfall, which is a third-party game, but that is all next-gen as well. Only on PlayStation 5 exclusive. So they do have 3 games so far that are only on PlayStation 5. They just took these 3 games, Spider-Man, and I could see Sackboy. But Horizon, I thought that was going to be open and like balls out, like, you know, next generation. And it looks next generation. But the difference is we're going to have to see. And it's kind of a bummer that's on PlayStation 4 because maybe there were things that they wanted to do that they couldn't. I know. Like, I don't know. And again, Sam Ash, we don't know the differences between these games. Like, there could be some huge differences. You know, people are saying, like, they speak about it in this blog where they're just talking about, like, hey, these are not just simple upreses. You know, they're like, there's better looking characters. There's a next generation Peter Parker. Skin, eyes, hair, facial animation. You'll see ray trace reflections, ambient shadows, improved lighting, more pedestrians, vehicles in the distance, and the optional performance mode of 60 frames per second. They'll also have the near instant loading, the 3D audio, and the DualSense control, because that's the other thing that Sony has. Their controller, unlike Microsoft's next-gen controller, is actually a next-gen controller. So just the difference of your interaction with these games, the fact that they're on PlayStation 5, also is a difference. So people are like, well, I'll just play it on PlayStation 4. I don't have to buy a PlayStation 5. That's fine. But given the tech that they've put in the controller, your PlayStation 5 experience will differ, so it won't be the same. It is not the same thing, whereas the game just looks prettier. there's actually physical differences, you know? But we don't know these differences. You know what I mean? And I think once we see what a PlayStation 4 version of Spider-Man Miles Morales is going to look like versus the PlayStation 5, then we could really see if the PlayStation 5 version was impacted by it. Like, if it just looks like the PlayStation 5 has everything that the PlayStation 4 has, and it just looks like a pretty up-res, then, like a traditional cross-gen game, like we're assuming, then yeah. But what Sony showed with the Spider-Man game, and even the little bit that they showed with Horizon Zero Dawn, those games looked incredible. Okay? Those two games looked incredible. So, and I think if this whole next-gen hold-back stuff, I think if Halo would have looked next-gen, I don't know if it would have been hit with such hate as to holding back consoles with game design. But I think that you heard Microsoft supporting last gen, they're doing this stuff, and then all of a sudden they show Halo looking the way it does. But again, it wasn't just the way Halo looked, it was what it played. It was the physics, it was the interaction, the AI, all that stuff. It did not look like next gen. There wasn't like 100 AI on screen. There wasn't like a lot of sparks and physics going on, anything like that. Everything looked bland. And people assumed it was because it was held back by old generation. I just think it's bad design. I just think it's just people that don't know how to do a studio. Because what's interesting is that you look at PlayStation 4 games such as Last of Us 2 and God of War and Horizon Zero Dawn 2, and those things look better than anything that's ever been on Xbox. Maybe only Gears could even hold a light to those games. But besides that, nothing else comes to that kind of fidelity. So there might be a huge difference between the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 4 games. These PlayStation 5 games might be fully huge, and then they say, hey, you know what? Somebody make us a PlayStation 4 port too. You know? So, they changed. They changed their messaging. They changed what they're going to do. What does CTO say? CTO says, Sony just sent the emails of pre-order and go check your emails. Hot off the presses. Hot off the presses, Sony. And the thing is that all the things that Sony showed, I want to play. That's why I'm pre-ordering this thing. They showed me desirable games that I want to play. Yeah, I didn't get that pre-order. I didn't get that pre-order email yet. Oh, wait, what? Oh, that tells me my channel's live. No! Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, GameSpot. Get out of here, you trash. Oh, Oculus Quest. Yeah, you're bullshitty, too. Still clicking that Best Buy website. But, oh, what? Now it's telling me that it's out of stock? What a mess. Well, at least I got my Target one. We'll see until tomorrow. Well, there we go. So Best Buy now just removed them too. Oh, wait, no. Coming soon, the digital edition, but they got the physical one here on pre-order. So now it says coming soon for that one. Yeah. So they locked their pre-orders down, coming soon. So it's not out of stock. So Sony must have came down with the hatchet. Yeah. Now they're coming soon. They'll probably be active tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. It's going to happen. Yo, what's up, frogs? How you doing? Yeah, NASA's coming soon. Yeah, I was you hear us on our stream before. Like, we were looking and going like, are they going to announce it? Are they going to announce it? Where's the date? And they just said, goodbye. I'm like, what? They're like,
I'm not authorized to answer your question.
Where the hell's the pre-order date? And now some finesse too, because basically, oh my God, Game Night, that's crazy. Game Night says the PlayStation 5 pre-order launch console and post-launch consoles have sold out in eBay Games Australia. Now they're accepting pre-orders for 2021. Oh my God, what a mess. What a mess. Yeah, now they're coming soon later. This is chaos. I think it was going to be chaos no matter what. I think we would have had the same kind of reaction if they said, hey, pre-orders are Friday. I think Friday would have been a shit show. So the fact that they're just rolling out this shit show the way it is what it is. Maybe Xbox, it has that demand too. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see on Tuesday. I'm sure people are ready for the Series X and the Series S. I think the Series S will probably sell out pretty quick. The X might take a little longer, but I think you'll get a better idea. Oh wow, 3080s are sold out too. Yeah, these places didn't get killed tomorrow. They I think maybe they will redact those, no Russian. I think so, maybe. But see, the thing is that back to just the content and the stuff like that with the cross generation stuff. The thing with the cross generation is that I understand that it is a bit disappointment. I think especially for the friggin' Horizon. But one thing that you can think about is that maybe because of the generation, I do think that the Horizon Zero Dawn will probably come sooner than later. Like, I don't think Horizon Zero Dawn Forbidden West is coming out like in 2 years or anything like that. I think it's going to probably come out in the first half of next year or maybe by summer of next year. And then the biggest news of the whole thing was God of War. Ragnarok is coming, baby. I can't believe that they teased their God of War. I didn't think it was going to be ready. But yeah, I guess so, right? And they announced it for next year. That's huge. Huge. So, Sony chose those 3 games to put them across gen. It's a bummer, but from what I've seen of those games, of those 2 games at least, it looks incredible. And it's something that I want to play and experience on a PlayStation 5. Likewise, if Halo looked incredible, that's something that I probably would want to play on an Xbox Series X or a PC. But it didn't. So, the narratives, people could yell and say, ha ha ha, holding things back. But in reality, you look at a couple of pitches and you'll see what might be affected, held back, and what's not. And we need to see what those differences be. Spider-Man could look pretty... The differences could be pretty drastic. And it's going to be interesting to see. Especially for Spider-Man and Horizon Zero Dawn. And, maybe they... maybe they change their mind with Horizon and they cancel it if they see tons of people playing it. Something happened because they did some gymnasts. Jim Ryan came out there, was like, next generation. And something happened. Either their stocks are low of the console, and they're just like, hey, not a lot of people are going to be able to get PlayStations this holiday, so PlayStation 5 this holiday, so let's make sure that we port this game over to the PlayStation 4 so we don't, hurt the game sales and stuff like that. Maybe the inventory is going to be low because of what happened with the pandemic. I don't know. Or did they say people hey, people want to play this on PlayStation? We got a lot of people going, why is this only on PlayStation 5? I want to play on my PlayStation 4. Maybe they listen to those people and were consumer friendly, So Microsoft's so pro-consumer now. Sony. I know, that Phil Ness ran wild. When Phil went to go there and visit Sony headquarters, he slipped some of his Phil Ness into Jim's water. And Jim drank it and got some Phil Ness and Jim Ness going on here. Exactly. Now people are celebrating like, oh, look, what's being held back? But meanwhile, now they're admitting, that's it, Yosero. Now they're admitting that last generation, because you know what? The same people saying that last generation wasn't going to hold things back. Now they're saying, I told you. Now that the games are on PlayStation 4, Now they're being held back. Oh, so you agree that last generation could hold back? Because if we want to go to the OG, Phil Ness, he says that being held back is a meme for the console wars. Oh. So look who's spewing about held back now. The same dude that was saying you can make games on that. What about PC gaming? How it's scalability? Where's my scalability crew? Where are you guys?
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Scalability friends, where are you? It all scales. Spider-Man's gonna scale on the 5 and scale on the 4, right? It's scalability crew, prosumer crews, where are you? Same people. Scalability, what? That game look great. All I gotta say is if you look at the way the rubber hits the road, the games that Sony's showing for the PlayStation 5 look like goddamn good. And those are games I want to play, and they look like next-gen games. Microsoft could talk out their ass, but they have yet to show goddamn games. Okay? They have yet to show shit. All we got is a goddamn Craig meme, and people are saying, well, Spider-Man, the Stackboy, the 4 fucking 5 games right there that are coming out right now. There's not no pictures of Avowed. What is that game? You know? Look at the goddamn games that they're showing. Everything was like, oh. They showed Resident Evil. They showed Final Fantasy 16 exclusive. They got friggin' that other game, the Deathloop exclusive. Call of Duty. Play it this weekend. It looked incredible. You still could only play Spider-Man on a PlayStation. Horizon Zero Dawn. Oh, and yeah, and here's a little tidbit. Goddamn God of War. Holy crap. And then, on top of all that, let's talk about the PlayStation Select. Right? This PlayStation Collection Select. What is this thing? Because people are going to go into this whole Sony believes in Germany. Yeah, they changed their message. Whether it's the pandemic, whether it's the stock of their consoles, whether it is them being prosumer, it is what it is. But you want to know what? What they're showing doesn't look like it's been compromised. Okay? You show me Halo, everybody ran to look at that. That's compromised. Look at Craig the Brute. The Brutes look better in Halo 3 than goddamn Halo Infinite. Now, I'm not saying that's because it's held back. I'm saying that's because bad developers. Yes, Sam Ash, I did see Aaron's tweet. And you know what? I did mention that before. Microsoft showed games probably 3 to 4 years from now with CGI. And they took off the Xbox Series, the Xbox One on them. Yeah, show games from 3 to 4. Those games are not coming out this holiday. They're not coming out next spring. Okay? God of War is supposedly coming out next year. Is it? I don't know. Did Halo have a date on it? No. Who even knows we're going to be playing Halo next year? Meanwhile, you're paying $15 a month. But now let's talk about this other thing, because there was one service announcement here. And it's this called PlayStation's Select. And apparently, if you get a PlayStation 5 and you have PlayStation Plus, where is it? Where's the list of games? I want to get to the PlayStation Select here. And again, the narrative doesn't change with the whole you want new games and new experience for next gen. The controller alone provides some sort of next gen experience, as they say. The games look next generation. And it's the diminishing returns. But I gotta say, that Spider-Man looked pretty damn impressive with the particle effects and all the shit that was going on. Like, it didn't just look like some Spider-Man up-res. You know? I have to say that. Like, from what we've seen. The lighting, the animations, the switch from going from a kill move to the fighting and going into like special moves and going like that and going into the cutscene and coming out of the cutscene, that was pretty slick. There was no like kind of like, oh, that's gameplay, that's a CGI. Like it looked pretty slick. It looked next gen-ish. It looked something new, right? So Sony said that PlayStation Plus members have the ability to download about 18 games. It's like the greatest hits on the PlayStation 4. Last of Us Remastered, God of War, Uncharted 4, Batman Arkham Knight, Final Fantasy 15, Monster Hunter, to name a few. There's 18 of them. And basically what this is your instant game collection. So if you sign up for a PlayStation Plus when you get your PlayStation 5, you'll get 18 games from the PlayStation 4 generation that you'll be able to play on that. And I do think that it is, I know they did something similar like this instant game collection. It's something that they do at the beginning of the generation when, somebody has a brand new console, didn't own the previous console, because a lot of the games that they announced in that selection are games that pretty much a lot of people have played already. The big games, like there was also Detroit Become Human. Here it was. Let me get it. Oh, I left the thing. Yeah. Detroit Become Human. There are a lot of games. And it's interesting because if you buy the console, you're like, well, I got to buy all these games now. $60, $70, as people saying, like the new games are going to be $69.99. Yeah, that's right. Demon's Souls is only a PlayStation 5 game. So you got Ratchet and that's the thing too. It's not only you're like, oh, all PlayStation games are on PlayStation 4. Who needs a PlayStation 5? Don't bring that Xbox talk here.
Take it back!
All right? There's a lot more reasons why you question why you're going to get a new Xbox over getting a PlayStation 5, all right? Okay? So don't try to bring that narrative here with that bullshit. Oh, why are you going to get a PlayStation? All the games? No, not all the games. Okay? And I said this. I've said this a number of times. Sony is going to dab into everything. They're going to have some games that are cross-gen. I said that. They're going to have some games that are only next-gen. I said that. They're going to have games maybe just launching into their PlayStation Now service. I said that. Sony is going to dab. The problem that I had was Xbox basically unzipped their pants and just said, everything. Everything is in your $15 a month service. Everything is going to be, for the next 2 years, our games are going to be on both platforms. Everything. They went all out. Everything. There was no, hey, there's some high-end games, and then we're going to have some games that come into the service. No. They put everything in a goddamn subscription service. Everything has been compromised. Everything is now for cross-generation for the next 2 goddamn years, unless games might be coming out 4 years from now. Let's see if Xbox is still selling consoles like that. I guarantee you, by the time those games come out, Phil Spencer will announce an Xbox Series 2 S coming out. Did we heard you, console? All right? My problem is that Microsoft threw everything against the wall, the shit to see what sticks. Sony's going to dab. They're going to put some games on PC. They're going to put some games in a service. They're going to have cross-gen games. It was just, unfortunately, I was like, what? Horizon Zero Dawn cross-gen? I never thought that. And when they first showed Spider-Man, they never insinuated that. They said next-gen games, next-gen games. They never said PlayStation 4 versions. So at that time, it's like, oh, those are their games. Maybe they'll have some cross-gen games. I didn't think that Horizon and Spider-Man would have been cross-gen. But, as Tasted points out, Godfall, Demon's Souls, Ratchet and Clank, Those are PlayStation 5 only games. So even if you're like, well, I'm just going to play PlayStation 4 games because there's nothing on PlayStation 5. Yeah, granted, if you don't like those other 3 games, okay, fine. But if you want a game that's only on PlayStation 5 that shows all the power of the PlayStation 5, there are games that are going to do that. There are games that are only playable on PlayStation 5 and only could do, and like Ratchet and Clank, we've seen a lot of it. That game looks next generation. But Sony is going to dab into everything. So don't go freak out when Sony has a game launching in PlayStation Now. They might. Maybe they do a SOCOM and put it in PlayStation Now. I don't know. And the other thing, too, to keep in mind is that this showcase that they showed was very kind of just similar games that we've seen in their last show. There wasn't a lot of new stuff in there, even though one of the biggest things. And exactly, VC, exactly. Sony has enough first-party games to release a new game every 3 to 4 months. Sony has enough clout right now to put games wherever they want to. They locked down Final Fantasy 16. That's huge. I remember what a big deal that was. That was the almost one more announced. That was the one more announcement on the Xbox showcase when they said the Final Fantasy 11 was going to be launched on the Xbox. I remember that was a huge pop. They couldn't believe it on the Xbox 360 stage when they said Final Fantasy 11 was going to be on Xbox day one. People went crazy. And now to think we come to Final Fantasy 16, they went right back to going PlayStation exclusive. After all that push, they're like, yeah, we'll do Final Fantasy. Even Final Fantasy 15 was multi-plat. Final Fantasy 16, only on PlayStation. They got it. They got the time exclusivity or whatever it is. They got it. In addition, Project Athia. They got it. Those are huge losses for Xbox. But Sony has enough. See, when Halo did not show for Xbox,
no deal.
That's it. That's all they got. That's it. That was it. All their eggs in one basket. Halo had to show. Halo didn't show. We got Craig.
I'd buy that for $1.
And guess what they got now? Nada. Nothing. Nada. They got some Steam Page 7 sales. They got what? Nothing. They play one fucking game. One game. Sony could put 3 games on the PlayStation 4 and still have more games that are only on the PlayStation 5 coming out and have been shown. And still have VR. And still have these service things. And look, by them doing this, did this take away anything? Like, look at all these games that you get on day one, PlayStation 5. God of War, Bloodborne, Monster Hunter World, Final Fantasy 15. Oh, to get ready for 16. Fallout 4, Mortal Kombat X, Uncharted 4, Ratchet and Clank. Oh, you want the new Ratchet and Clank, right? Days Gone. Yes, it is, Mog. It is exclusive. Until Dawn. Detroit Become Human. 18 games. Battlefield 1. They got third party in there. Infamous Second Son. Batman Arkham Knight. The Last Guardian. All already in your PlayStation Now, PlayStation Plus subscription. Last of Us Remastered. Persona 5. Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 8's coming out. 18 games. That is your instant game collection when you buy a PlayStation 5 and then you just say, I'm going to sign up for PlayStation Plus. You access that entire collection at launch. Now, for me, I played a lot of those games. I own a lot of those games. But you go buy a PlayStation, what am I going to play? Xbox does have that leverage. If you subscribe to Game Pass, you have access to a bunch of games. Sony doesn't have that. They don't have a Game Pass one. But look, they put 18 games and they did the same thing as PlayStation. Simply download and stop playing with your PlayStation Plus subscription. Boom. So basically, the PlayStation Plus collection coming to PlayStation 5. I think this is basically their next version of games with PlayStation Plus. That's what I think this is. I think that now they're just going to keep adding games to the PlayStation Plus collection. And basically what they did was they took the PlayStation Plus and basically turned it into Game Pass. And PlayStation Now is another thing. I think that's what this is. Because this is coming to PlayStation 5. This is not just... this doesn't sound like it's a one-off. This sounds like this is going to be their next thing. But... and you know what? They might have games that might launch right in the PlayStation Plus collection. I don't know. But you're going to get all those games day one. So if you had them and sold them back, like I had Uncharted 4 and I beat it and I traded it back, it'll be nice. I got it already in play. A lot of those games were already given in PlayStation Plus, some of them, and some of them are in PlayStation Now. But look what they did. They kind of are teetering around that Game Pass subscription, right? That Game Pass, like, hey, here's a whole bunch of games you're going to get included for your $60 a year for PlayStation Plus, right? Now, does any of this here compromise God of War 2? Does this compromise Horizon 2? Does this make you go, well, what is God of War 2 going to look like because of this? No. And just like Tesla said, and just like what you guys have been saying, that they have so many games, so many partnerships, a lot of exclusive deals that they could dab into everything and not have to compromise their whole entire library. And that's something that I've been saying so many times on this channel, is that is what you need to do. You need to do a little bit of something and not compromise everything. Microsoft took their whole goddamn lineup, all their studios, everything, and put them in one type of delivery method: subscriptions. And then they took that delivery method and said, we're going to have it in the cloud. Then we're going to take all our games, and they're all going to go on PC day one. Not some of them, not like Horizon 1, because we want people to buy for Horizon 2. All of our games. Everything. Even Halo, that defined the goddamn console, day one on PC. Like, we're just everything. Everything has been everywhere. Sony is dabbing into stuff, and they do it without compromising or having to adjust the traditional game model. They're able to match those features and kind of balance that out. And that was the problem I had with Microsoft, and the fact that they did not do that. They basically just opened up the floodgates and said everything. Everything goes into Game Pass. Every game we're ever gonna make is gonna go in subscriptions all the time. And go on PC every day.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time.
And all you're gonna buy is a more powerful console, so those games that we put in the subscription look better and better and better. And you're gonna play it on the cloud. And then the thing is that when they show the games, the desirability is like, oh, who's playing Crackdown 3 right now? Who's playing Grounded? Are you going to play it next gen? And see this PlayStation Plus collection that I just went over? What's the one thing about these games? This is an entire generation of PlayStation 4 games that are getting sequels, that are getting expansions, that are getting things done to them already. Here's Infamous because we just released Ghost of Tsushima. Here's God of War because God of War 2 is coming out next year. Here's Horizon Zero Dawn because Horizon Zero Dawn 2 is coming out. Here's Resident Evil 7 because we got Resident Evil 8. Here's Final Fantasy 15 because we got Final Fantasy 16. This is something that Microsoft failed to do. They failed to build a collection of desirable games the entire generation that people would want to play next generation. And Sony is capitalizing on that by doing this in this service, by taking these games and saying, wow, these great games that we made this generation, you will get them in your subscription that you already have. It's not a new one. When you get your PlayStation 5. Instant game collection. That's decent competition for what people might buy an Xbox Series X or Series S and go, well, I'm paying subscription for Game Pass and I want a bunch of games to play day one. Sony's doing that. Now, yes, they're old games. They're not PlayStation 5 games. They're old games. But they're games, right? That's what they say in Xbox Game Pass. We got games. Okay. And these are some big, heavy games. Now, I think some of these games are in Game Pass, not all the exclusives, but it's not a bad deal, and it's good for some people. There are bangers, double bangers, triple bangers. Defining PlayStation 4 games. And they're using these as leverage. That's the thing. They're using this stuff as leverage. And the thing is that Sony is going to dab into this stuff. They're going to have cross-gen games. That's why people go, cross-gen games are bad. And I'm like, yep, cross-gen does hold back this stuff. That's why you need next-gen. But guess what? Sony is giving you next-gen games. And the cross-gen games that they showed don't look cross-gen. And we don't know what the PlayStation 4 version is going to look like. So, it's true. A new console for new games. And that's what Sony's giving you. Microsoft is giving you a new console with old games. And some mediocre, middle-of-the-road Steam page sale 7 games that maybe come out. I don't know if the medium is at launch. I don't know if the game made by one dude, that game, if Bright Infinite is at launch. Scorn, we don't even know what the hell that game looks like. No gameplay of that. No gameplay of Medium. We saw very little gameplay of it. Like, we didn't even see anything running on an X. But you can see with the demand of this PlayStation 5 is insane. And the digital is a much lower quantity, people are saying. And the other thing, too, is that, these games are showing up at $69.99, right? What? Oh, God. Velocity architecture. We're still talking that shit? We're talking games, God damn it. But some of these PlayStation 5 games are $70. Demon's Souls, $70. Destruction All-Stars, $70. Oh, Jesus. Spider-Man, $50. Miles Morales Ultimate Edition, $70. Sackboy, $60. I don't know, man. Woo. Those are some probably prices. But they're all gonna do it. They're gonna finesse their way to get $60, $69, $70 out of you for those games. But I think it's gonna be everything. I think Xbox is gonna have $69 games as well. They're all gonna have it. And third party, that's what it is. So we're gonna be in that. Now, does that add value to Game Pass? Well, yeah. If they put some of those $70 games in there, day and date, yeah. then I'll add some good value to Game Pass. But otherwise, Game Pass doesn't have its value at all if it keeps putting old ass games in there. And I don't know if they're going to be putting PlayStation. Are they going to put next gen games into that goddamn thing? Like next gen, I think it'll be all old games in that thing. But what's crazy too is that Sony announced their system, announced the price the way that Microsoft should have. They had a whole bunch of games shown. Then at the end, they're like, boom, here's the price. And they got one more thing, and they did the God of War. It was very effective, and you could tell, people are hyped for the PlayStation 5 to pre-order it. The pre-order fiasco, they should have announced it better, say starting tomorrow or just something like that, like official, rather than just letting it go. But I don't know. I don't know what their plan was, but that was messy. But the thing is that they beat Microsoft with price. They got it at $400, and $400 is the sweet spot. And I said this before. The thing is that Sony now has the power versus the S, and has the price versus the X. And when you see the games running on the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox One X, I think it's going to be even harder to see the differences between the two. And that $100 justification between the digital version of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X is going to be a hard pill to swallow. And I do think that Xbox is going to have to try to get a console with a discless X out there soon to compete with the PlayStation 5 digital version. However, if Xbox does that, now it's fighting with itself against the Series S. This is the thing. Right now, the Series S has undermined the X, because it is $200 cheaper and it has the same processor, and maybe it could do games at it's playing next-gen games, supposedly. As to how good, who knows? But on paper, it's weak. But the thing is that it does make the $200 a little hard to swallow. And you really need to see a difference. Now, if they come out with a discless X and go at $400 to match Sony's digital, now it's $100 difference. The S is not going to look so appealing because you're going to get so much more power for $100 more. So Microsoft is just competing with itself, and Sony being right smack in the middle with that $400 price point is the best price and the best value. And like I said before, Microsoft has the best price and the best value. The problem is it's in two different SKUs with a $200 price difference. So when you look at the PlayStation 4, that 5 that sits right in between them, it has the price advantage over the X, and it has the power advantage over the S. It has the best of both worlds. And it's $400. They got goddamn Best Buy and Target are trending because of the PlayStation 5. It's crazy. Crazy. But but the thing is, Sony changed their tone. And that's the thing. They talked about generations, and they changed their tone and made some of their games that were the defining kind of evidence of them doing next gen, and made them PlayStation 4 games. What the difference is, we will see. But the thing is that Sony showed games that people want to play, games that looked next gen, games that build upon the legacy they already built in the previous generation. Microsoft has still yet to prove itself and has yet to show games running on its software, on its hardware. Everything in that show was captured on PlayStation 5 except for the initial part, which was on PC, which is the Final Fantasy 16 trailer. Which I'm going to show now. But they got this as an exclusive. Crazy. Our World did look good, Sam Ash. Yeah, I agree. Our World did look good. I agree. They had some good games. They had some good showing. Like I said, these games looked great. And this is going to be huge that they locked this down. This PlayStation 5. You know, PlayStation 5 exclusive. Like, console exclusive. And yeah, it's like, oh, some of these games are console exclusive, but they're also coming to PC. But they're not going to Xbox. And that sucks. Phil needs to make some moves like that. And when you think about it, guys, as a gamer, this is the stuff you want to see. You want to see great games and great experiences coming to your platform, so you're confident in buying that platform. You don't want to hear the what ifs, the question marks, the it's coming later, hold on tight, everybody. Look at the shirt that I'm wearing. You're the best fans. We hear you. Give you trash games. 68s. Here we come. No. Game of the years. Exclusive deals. Early betas. Let's go. This game was crazy. I'm going to get to the Demon Souls next. That's an next-gen exclusive as well. They took that down, too, because that was, they said that was coming to PC and consoles. That was a mistake. But look at this thing. It says coming out next year, they says, right? And you know what else, too? Third-party games. Harry Potter looked friggin' fire, too, man. Harry Potter looked damn good, too, that they showed. You know what the summons are going to look like here? Like crazy. Inferno Man. Yeah, I know. I was surprised at Harry Potter, the way it looked. I'm going to go to that one next. Just some of the highlights of the show. Because, again, I think a lot of the drama of this whole generation and $69, the thing is that we're gamers. Let's look at the games. Because they actually showed a bunch of games. It wasn't a bunch of heads talking, going, whoa, they're sitting on a table with two consoles in front of them and just going, we really wanted to just have this thing look like a box. And it's great. And we also have Game Pass. And also, no, show some goddamn games. And that's what we got. And that's what's getting people excited. Goddamn games. Hell, who would have thought? Who would have thought that? Right? Some goddamn games. There's Demon Souls. Damn. Then I showed Spider-Man. Yeah, here's Oddworld that you're talking about. This look pretty cool. Yeah, Oddworld. Oddworld, pretty cool. Yeah, here's Oddworld. Oh, let's get rid of this guy. This guy shows up with the thing. I remember when Xbox had Oddworld as exclusive. That was like one of the Xbox original games. They have Abe's Odyssey. Oh my God, yes, Sam Ash, I'll tell you. Where is it? Yeah, let's get to. Yeah, here's the gameplay of this. This don't look that bad. Yeah, watching the 4K. I mean, that Spider-Man in 4K looks freaking crazy. I'm watching it in 4K, yeah. Now, if that game's $69, $70, I don't know. We'll need to talk. Five Nights at Freddy's. What else did they show? Where is it? Minecraft adding VR support this month. Thanks, Phil. Yeah, here it is. This looks sick. Where's the video of this? All I gotta say is, what happened to Microsoft buying Warner Brothers? Was Warner Brothers and PlayStation have it? I thought Microsoft was gonna show this. Yeah, we're gonna have to see, Sam. We're gonna have to see with, like, you know, what they're gonna do. Oh, this remastered, it's $59. Let's see what we're going on here with these prices. That's why, you know what? I don't feel bad buying the digital one, the physical one. Who knows about these digital prices? You know what I mean? Because you get a digital console, you're really tied up to whatever that store tells you. Where at least with the other one, and it might be lagging a little bit because of my 4K. I probably shouldn't do this in 4K here. Let's do Xbox Series S style. There we go. But, like, you know, the thing is that, yeah, this looks so cool. The thing is with the with some of these games, like, I think getting the physical, at least you got some leverage where you could get it used. You could wait for, like, a store to, like, you know, put it on sale over the week. You have more availability to sales because you have the physical sales. I don't know what this is gonna be. MMO, it's sort of like you create your own magician now. Like, you go to the school, you learn your skills and all this other stuff. So it does have some MMO type feel to it. I don't know if it's online though, but it might be just kind of like an RPG. I think it's like an RPG. I don't know if there's any online elements to it. Yeah, now they're hooking up with Bungie. They're trying to get Bungie. That guy said hell no. Where's the other part of this thing? There was the... And then we saw the Spider-Man Crash. Rocket League goes free to play. Now, let's see. Was there anything else? And then here are the prices. And then here are the release dates. So they got November 12th. U.S., Japan, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea. And November 19th for the rest of the world. And there we go. That is 2 days after that. Here are the games. Today we shared a sneak peek at Devil May Cry Special Edition, Final Fantasy 16, Five Nights at Freddy. That was another game. I'm not a Five Nights at Freddy fan. Hogwarts Legacy and new God of War title. Oh, baby. Which is pretty crazy that, you know, everybody thought it was like a space game, but they're going to do that. These new reveal, along with games we've shown previously, the best lineup in PlayStation history. We got Spider-Man, Call of Duty, and Demon's Souls will launch alongside the console. I tell you, that is pretty impressive for launch titles. Like, you know what I mean? That's better than their launch last year, like I do in their last generation. Additionally, we know that the PS4 community will transition to PlayStation 5 at different times, so we're happy to announce that the PS4 versions of some of our exclusives, Spider-Man, Sackboy, and Horizon, will also launch on PlayStation 4. While these three games were designed to take advantage of the PlayStation 5, and so it says designed. So we talk about scalability and design being held back. They were designed to take advantage of the PlayStation 5 and unique next-gen features like the SSD, DualSense. PS4 owners will be able to enjoy these experiences when they launch. The PS4 digital versions of launch games will include a free upgrade to PlayStation 5, while the PS4 disc versions of these games include a free upgrade on the PlayStation 5 with the Ultra Blu-ray disc drive. PlayStation Plus members will have a special new offering on PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5 Collection. I'm going to go down to see what those asterisks mean. PS5 owners with PlayStation Plus will be able to download and play a curated library of PS4 games that define the generation. The PlayStation 4 Plus collection will be an added benefit to existing PlayStation 4 benefits that PlayStation Plus receive for a single subscription price. Also launching, the DualSense controller at $70. The Pulse, which I was impressed, it's only $100, so same price as the Gold. The HD camera, $60 for the dual 1080p lenses, gamers for broadcasting with their gameplay moments. I'll be interested in getting that. Media remote for $30, no time for that. DualSense charging station, $30. This year has been unlike any other. There have been many challenges in the world. Everyone PlayStation partners. November. Availability of PlayStation Plus collection will vary by country. It's not available in China. And then these are the launch day games. Here we go. So you got Astro's Playroom, which is pre-installed. I know, man. I like the PlayStation Platinum. It's pretty good. Destruction All-Stars, Lucid Games. That's that racing game. I don't know about $70 though. Eee. Wait for sale maybe on that one. I don't know what the depth of that game is going to be for $70. And then we showed Spider-Man at $50. Miles Morales, and then for the Ultimate Edition, it is $70. So I still need to find out what's going on with Spider-Man if you get an upgrade. And Sackboy's Big Adventure for $60. So we're seeing $70 for our regular games and $60 for our kind of games that would be $50 now. Yeah, it is pretty cheap for a webcam. For a webcam. And I'm wondering if you're going to need this to even do VR on this. So that's why I'm going to lock this up, guys. I say get that HD camera because I don't know if the PlayStation 4 camera is going to work with the PlayStation 5. And then I don't know if you're going to need this for VR probably. So I'm going to lock down probably another control, these two things at least. So I'm going to pre-order those, get those things locked down, the headset and the HD camera, and then probably another controller sometime. But that's kind of my plan. And then if I lock down another console. But that headset, $100, that's good. You know, the accessories, which they usually make a lot of their money on, they seem decently priced. But the games, though, some of these, you got to watch out. Launch time is always weird. Like, I remember, like, Fighters Within on Kinect was like $60 or $50 and stuff like that. So you got to watch. These guys, there's some fodder that gets jumped. Destruction All Stars looks all right, but I don't know if I'll be paying $70 for that stuff. But, you got to watch. They'll take just a game that would typically, if they launched it, would be like $40, and they'll put it as $69.99 just because it's launching with a console. They got those fodders you got to watch out there. Those kind of low-key games that are just not, they're just not there, and they're like, oh, well, this is sitting next to Marvel Spider-Man. I'm going to make mine $69 too. Get the hell out of here. Hit me with the horns.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't nobody got time. Ain't
That's a
nobody
double
got
play
time.
for
Ain't
that
nobody
one.
got time for that.
But man, oh man. So, with that, and end you with one last thing. And this thing is the reason why PlayStation wins. Boom. This surprised a lot of people. Ragnarok. Yes. Huge. Huge God of War. Are you kidding me? 2021. Listen. if we sit here and say you got $500, here are games that are coming out for console A, and here are games that are here for console B. You got games that was shown, gameplay that was shown. And if you want to be a little bitch about it, take away Horizon. Take away Spider-Man. Oh, because they're on PlayStation 4. Take away Sackboy. Oh, take them away. You even get that. Take them away. God of War. Gran Turismo. 7. Demon Souls. And it keeps going. Final Fantasy 16. Project Athia. Bug Snacks.
I'd buy that for $1.
Keeps going. What was the other game we got? The other one what is the other one that's coming out? What is it? The other exclusive. And I forgot it. Well, if I forgot it, maybe it's not a reminder. But you keep going. That's even if you say, let's take away Horizon 2. Take away Spider-Man, which, why would you? But just because they say, oh, now they're on PlayStation 4, they don't count. Okay, fine. Sackboy. Now, let's take away Sackboy. Those 3 don't count because they're PlayStation 4 games. Even if you take those away, there's a list of games that are coming within the year that they've shown. Like I said, Gran Turismo. Final Fantasy is slated for next year. Deathloop. The other game. Oh, what was the other one? House Marquis game. Cooch, or whatever the hell it is. I don't know what the hell it's called. House Marquis game. That night game that's coming out from Epic Games. What is it called? That's the one that slipped my mind. We're still on 5. Keep going. Like, the thing is even if you don't want to give Sony Spider-Man and Horizon Zero Dawn 2, there is still a list of games. Exactly, Sam Ash. My mind's made up for those 2 games anyway. Because what I saw looked next gen to me. I don't give a fuck if they're on the PlayStation 4. I don't care. But when you show me Craig, I'm like, oh, damn it. Maybe why he shouldn't be on the Xbox One. Craig looks like damn shit. Not Fortnite crap. The other one. The other game. The hell is it? The first one that they showed is a PlayStation 5 exclusive by Epic Games. Returnal's another game. That's right. That's the one from House Marquis. Deathloop. Take those away. Go ahead. Keep them. I got 6 of the 7 other games that are next gen. And are coming within the year. Now, let's go to green. You lost Halo. Take it away.
I'd buy that for $1.
What's left? What? What's left? What's coming this holiday? Hell, what's coming in the spring? Is it Halo even coming in the spring? What's it? What's left? Is Avowed coming out next year? Is Fable coming out next year? Are those games coming out next year? Did we even see what those games look like? The Medium. Oh, The Medium. Yes. Page 7. I forgot. Steam. I always forget those page 7 of Steam deals. Is Scorn coming anytime soon? Did you see gameplay of Scorn? You got the dopey bats that's saying we don't need big banger hits. We don't need big hits anymore to sell our console. You got generations of old-ass games to play. That's Microsoft's motto. Kenna, Pathless. The list goes on of games on PlayStation. Even if you take away. So when somebody goes, oh, you don't need a PlayStation 5? Hold that L, please. There are next-gen games to show the next-gen console. And the games that they shown that are also being put on the PlayStation 4, look next-gen. Can you say the same thing for Halo Infinite? No, you can't. And that's the only game I could talk about because it's the only goddamn game that they showed. Maybe if you showed me Avowed and it looks incredible on the Series X, I could say, oh, it does work cross-gen. But they don't know. Scorn is a maybe at launch? Or maybe? Do we know what Scorn is? Is it a first-person shooter? First-person survival game? What is it? But what you're scrapping, you're pulling at threads. You're pulling at strings right now. Scorn, Medium. Does that hold anything to anything like God of War? Does that hold anything to Gran Turismo 7? Does that hold anything to the games that I'm mentioning? Is Medium on the same level as Deathloop? I think Deathloop is maybe a little. It's made by Bethesda. Like it's Boogaboo, or the Boogerhead Studios, whatever the hell they are. Yeah, Bethesda made some shit games with Fallout, but don't say Fallout though. But the thing is like, even if you take away those games, there is still a plethora of other games that hold weight, that people want to play. You can't say the same thing for Xbox. They're still in a holding pattern. They put all their eggs in the Halo basket, and the Halo basket fell and tipped over and cracked all the eggs. Now Halo is in who knows where. Ragnarok is coming. It has come. Arcane Studios makes it, not Bethesda. You're right. Arcane makes some pretty good games. Ragnarok is coming. And it has come. It's Xbox's Ragnarok. A $3.99 console. God of War. Horizon Zero Dawn 2. Gran Turismo 7. Spider-Man Miles Morales. That's just 4 goddamn games. And now, you got the price, the power, the games, the VR, the services, the subscriptions with streaming, and all the other bullshit that Phil's talking about in one goddamn place. Not to mention the exclusives, the time deals, the bonuses. Play this game early. Play this game early. Get content early this one. Get DLC before this company. Get this game before everybody else. Get all that stuff in one place. And as a gamer, where are you going to go? You see these fools playing on goddamn phones? Goddamn Paris holding up. He got a whole kid. They shipped him a Samsung Note 20. He had Razer controller on it. That friggin' Nari thing. What the hell that was? He had $1,400 of equipment in his hand, to stream Forza Horizon 4 on 720p on a 6-inch fucking stream, streamed over the internet, powered by Wi-Fi from McDonald's fry oil. $1,400 at a $1,200 phone, a $100 strap-on controller to play Forza Horizon 4 streamed over 720p on a 6-inch goddamn screen.
We're really focusing first on what it means to play these games on your phone. So we thought about how can we get as many people playing on a phone as possible.
I'm trying to use the phone!
Are you kidding me? Oh, this is the future? $15 a month, my ass. Ragnarok is coming. Games are coming. Next generation is coming. You want to play around with strap-ons and 720p streaming to a 6-inch phone while hyping up 12 teraflops of a system that's $500, yet it gets undercutted with a Series S that's $300 that runs games maybe at 900p, again remastered. We're looking at that. We're dealing with the S running 900p games maybe. Who the hell knows what S games look at it? X and S competing with themselves. Sony sitting right there. $400. Game of the year. Franchises that people want to play. Games that people want to play. With a controller that has next generation features that immerse you. Not a controller with a slapped on share button. And you tell me where the gamers are going to go. So Gymnast ran wild. He believes in generations. And I still think they do, because they do have games that are only next gen. They are just basically taking some of their games and putting them on PlayStation 4 as well. I don't know if it was because of the pandemic. I don't know if it was because of prosumer. I don't know if it was because more people to play their games. But you want to know what? They didn't say all our games are going to PlayStation 4. They didn't say the next 2 years all our games are going to be in a service and in forever and are going to be on PlayStation 4 in the next 2 years. They didn't say that. All right? Now, if they take God of War and say PlayStation 4, then things will start looking spooky. They take Horizon 2 and put it on PC next. We never say never. But all I'm saying is that they changed their tone. And it did affect that we believe in generations. But they do have games that are next generation. Only on that. They just took 3 games and put them on and made PlayStation 4 ports to them. Now, unfortunately, they used those games as their narrative in believing in generations in their last show. So them kind of saying, well, they're coming to PlayStation 4 too, definitely does make them look gymnasts. That is some gymnasts right there. But, hey, if our good old buddy Jim could lie a few times, you know what? If you're looking at them, they're all executives. They're all goddamn liars. But you want to know what, though?
Enough from me. We're going to have the games do our talking.
And the games did do their talking. Nobody who saw that showcase right there and had a Craig meme. Nobody saw that PlayStation showcase today and said, that was disappointing. I don't want to get a PlayStation 5. The disappointing thing was Sony couldn't manage the hype with the pre-orders and get it coordinated. And you want to know what? That's not a bad problem to have, because that means people give a goddamn shit about your product. Now, I think Xbox will probably sell out, but you know what? They're forgettable. I don't think people give a shit. Only the people that have an Xbox right now and love Green and love Phil Spencer and all his bullshit, they'll line up and buy it. And I think the S is going to sell, and I think the X will be pretty much easy to find. Unless they artificially hide it. But the thing is that the games did the talking. Nobody left that Sony showcase today and said, this doesn't look like next gen. Spider-Man looks like a last gen game. Final Fantasy 16, who cares? Nobody likes Final Fantasy anymore. God of War, I didn't like the first one. Bunch of multi-plat games. Those games really didn't show it all. No. Nobody said that. But after the Xbox showcases, where's the gameplay? That didn't look next gen. What's all that popping? Why are the games not running on an Xbox? Who's this Craig guy? This is what the brutes look like? Why are they not reacting to the grenades being thrown at them? Why do their shields look so lackluster? Why does the environment look so dead? Why do the trees look like Minecraft? Oh, Avowed looked alright, but that was a CGI trailer. Fable had a pop-up screen. The thing is, they're all not hyping you for next generation. They're not hyping you to buy the console. Oh, here's our Series S at $299. Okay. Oh, it's bottlenecked. Devs coming out. That's going to hold back next generation when we want to make big games. Exactly, the game night. They should delay next generation. They should delay Halo, which they did. Those are the things that came out of this Xbox showcase. Delay this game. This game doesn't look like it's prime time. That's the thing. Everybody got my digital. I got my PlayStation pre-order. Nobody's saying I'm waiting on it. I'm holding off on it. But people here fighting that they're timed exclusive. You want to know what? You could sit there on your fucking Xbox and wait for the timed exclusivity to wear off. I'll get it. It's going to come to my console. And if you're okay with waiting because Phil tells you to, then fucking wait. But when you're waiting, I'm going to be playing the next game. And the next game. And the next game. And if you want to sit because you prefer green over blue, and just say, well, it's coming here soon. Give me that Final Fantasy VII Remake release date, dudes. It's coming here soon. I don't know. It's just a timed exclusive. If you want to sit there and because of your loyalty to Phil Spencer and wait to play games, then you could do that. Yeah, where's your flight simulator date? Because people take these Sony shows and they go, oh, is it timed? Oh, it's just a multi-plat. It's timed. It's coming soon. You want to know what? Is that the game you want to play? Then you have every reason to sit there and you prefer the green box. Do whatever you want. But instead of going, hey, green team, why the fuck are you not doing that? Why aren't we getting games before everybody else? Why am I always waiting? You just sit there and rot away. Just sit there and wait. You want to go down into the nitty gritty and figure out like, it's timed, guys. I confirmed it. It's timed. If Final Fantasy is going to come to us eventually. You know what? That would be great if you had a lot of fucking games to play. But unfortunately, your first party with Xbox is doing the same shit to you. So they're telling you to wait because they got to build games from scratch. Now you're waiting because Sony's taking the timed exclusives. And what do you get to play with? Exactly what Xbox said today. You got generations of old-ass fucking games to play. Enjoy. Sony took all the exclusivities. We're making games from scratch. So play all the old shit. And buy our console. Pay for our services while you wait. And that's the life of that. You want to sit there and say, well, they're going to come here eventually. Who gives a shit? The fact is you don't... Why? Why do you sit there and wait? Now, if Microsoft was dropping bangers and you're waiting for Final Fantasy 16, then fine. Yeah, sure. Yeah. You know what? Because all I know is when Blair Witch gets announced for Game Pass. Exclusive. It's in Game Pass day one. Blair Witch. It shows up 6 months on PlayStation. Nobody gives a fuck. This is a shit. What was the other game? Not Black Mirror. Black Tusk? Not Black Tusk. What the hell was it? It was that MMO game. That was like, oh, it's exclusive. Gives a fuck. It showed up on my PlayStation store. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this? I boot up Final Fantasy. Shit. The timed exclusives that Phil's getting, goddamn page 7 of summer Steam sales, okay? Nobody gives a shit. Phil's shopping at goddamn Goodwill. Sony here grabbing Bethesda. They're grabbing Square Enix. Yeah, Phantasy Star Online 2. Oh, no. Know what the other game is? Crossfire X. Smilegate. Smilegate. Remember those devs? What a fucking gem. They're a fucking gem. Smilegate. I remember them. Phil used your hard-earned money, your Game Pass subscriptions, to fly his ass to Korea to get Smilegate to make Crossfire X. Legendary. Thanks, Phil. He used your Game Pass money to fly to Japan to take a shit at Sega to create news that they bought Sega. Microsoft was in talks to buy WB Games. Podcast at 9 o'clock tonight. I guarantee they're going to buy WB Games. I'll come here and apologize if they don't buy it, because I'm sure they're going to buy WB Games. Why? Exclusives don't matter, but they got to buy these studios. But what the fuck is it? WB Games is basically in Microsoft's back pocket. Oh, they're going to show the new Hogwarts game on their show, and now they bought WB Games. God damn. Harry Potter gets shown on the goddamn Sony showcase with PlayStation marketing. What happened to that? Where was that hype? I remember there was an Xbox logo that shows up at the end of a trailer, and everybody's like, oh my god, Microsoft got Assassin's Creed marketing. They got Assassin's Creed marketing. Huge. Fucking cares. So the things that you hype up in the fucking Xbox shit, Sony does that daily. And they just don't even talk about it. Oh, we're not going to talk about the timed. It's just a timed exclusive. That is more than a fucking Xbox logo showing up at the end of Assassin's Creed. But that's a big deal, though. That's a big deal. We got marketing rights to Assassin's Creed. So Phil Spencer could put a tattoo on his fucking ass that he has Assassin's Creed as a marketing tool. That's a big deal. Oh, but Sony just saying Final Fantasy 16, it's just a timed exclusive, that's all. It'll come here, best on the X. Better hold your fucking breath. Who even knows if the fucking Xbox will be around by the time that game comes out? Or Phil Spencer will probably announce the X2 and the S2 before that game comes out. And that's the next thing. I guarantee you, they are going to announce a Series S2 in the next 2 years. We heard your console. We heard you. The RAM's low. The 4 teraflops is weak. We heard your devs. Here comes another one. You're going to be buying another console. Same thing for PC dudes waiting. I'll wait. Those PlayStation games are going to come to my PC. You'll probably be on the 5080 by that time. 3 years from now. So whatever graphics card you're buying right now, you better not hope that that's going to be playable on a PlayStation game. I'll just wait for the PlayStation games to come to PC. Okay. What, 4 graphics cards later? Okay. What is that, $1,500 in hardware? While you're playing Counter-Strike and fucking Fallout, guys, while you're waiting for PlayStation games to show up on your PC? Here's 700. Here's 700. Oh, what? They showed another one. Look at this. This graphics card's the size of my fucking computer. It's all coming. Okay. I'll see you at the 6080 Ti. Oh, it shits on the 5080. Here's Horizon 2, motherfucker. 3 years later. Do people want to wait? I don't have time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I made a decision. I go where the games are. If a game is out and I want to play it, I'm not going to sit on my ass and go, I'll just wait for it to come here. Now, the waiting game is not bad if there are games to play. But if you're sitting there playing nothing, waiting for timed exclusives to come to your platform because the competition is doing that, let's go. We're waiting to midnight, everybody. That's what Grinds My Gears does. We're waiting to midnight. Amazon. Let's see it. The hype is real. Oh, don't see it yet. We're coming to midnight. You go where the games are. And that's it. All right? But I see these people pulling out their fucking detective glasses. It says that it's a timed exclusive here. I think it's timed. Yeah. And also all these people, I'm just going to stay on the PlayStation 4 because Spider-Man, I could just play it on my PlayStation 4. Miles Morales. I ordered 2 PlayStation 5s, bitch. Fucking hypocrites, I swear. That's the thing. You come to this channel, hit that like button, share it out. I tell you the way it is. Okay? If something's worth it, something's worth it. If it's not worth it, I'll tell you it's not worth it. But I'm not going to sit here and go, I'm just going to stay on my PlayStation 4 because Miles Morales is on PlayStation 4. And then go tweet, oh, I copped 2 PlayStation 5s. Fucking hypocrite motherfuckers. Hell out of here. Somebody lies, tell you they fucking lie. The something's worth it. Here we go, Amazon, you son of a bitch. Let's go. Oh, shit. Merc, you're going to have to give Frogs one of your goddamn fucking PlayStations, you hoarder. Merc the hoarder. Holy shit, crumb buns. Oh, wait a second. I want it. Should I get it digital or should I get physical? Decisions. I'm getting a physical. I'm going to get a digital. What the hell happened? What happened to that tweet? Guys, I'm doing this live. Shit. Oh, man. Going live. Why do they keep showing the freaking PlayStation 5? I want the digital one. You're fine, but yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm doing it. Where is it? Amazon, where are you? I'm buying 2 physicals. Let's go. You son of a bitch. Yes. I'm going to change this. Put this on this card. Is this the right card? There we go. And second one is copped. Boom. I know, Merc. I got it. I know, Merc. I got another one. I just got it, guys. Amazon pre-order on lock. We did it. Did it live. Woo! Got my 2. Now, if that goddamn... We got it. We got it. I got 2 physicals now. Let's get physical. Physical. Yeah, you can't even find it. I don't know where these people getting these links from. Oh, shit, it's gone? Damn. No, they won't let you buy more of them. You hoarder, son of a bitch. Somebody tell Frogs. Frogs. Someone call 911. Frogs. If you're out there, pre-order on Amazon. Merc got 3 of them. Look at Merc, you son of a bitch. He got 3 of them. Goddamn Merc. Merc, yeah, this... Everybody say goodbye to Merc, because after tomorrow, Merc has 3 PlayStation 5s and a 3080 on order. Merc's gonna be out in the goddamn in the ocean somewhere. He's gonna be abandoned. I think there's a beat. Oh shit! Can I get the digital? Oh, the digital sold out. God damn. You guys better. Merc needs a 3rd one. Well, this is my backup plan to the Target one, because I still don't trust Target. Let's see. They still have the... I want to let you know right now. That's still... No. Done. Nah, I can't get the... I locked down the Amazon one. I got it. Wow, that was fast. Holy crap. Jesus. Guys, did it live. Wow. Let me check. Yeah, nothing from those sons of bitches. Wow. All right. Gotta stay woke. Gotta stay quick on here. But anyway. What game is this? Is that Zelda? Oh, I thought that was Zelda. Damn, look at these screenshots of Dark Souls remake. Man, these things are crazy. But anyway, yeah, I just saw a tweet of somebody from Xbox trying to determine if these things are timed exclusives, and it's just I'm like, please. I understand if that's what you want to do, but Jesus, like just stop, please. It's unacceptable what Xbox has done and what they're trying to do right now. Can you get this digital? See, it takes you to this thing. Yeah. I know. So these are the links. If you want to see, Jeff Keighley just said they're live on Amazon. I want to see if I can lock down the digital one. Nah, it's locked. Nah, you can't get it. They're gone. She's gone. Oh, why? I'll get the devil to replace her. She's gone. Oh, why? Oh, there are people showing their order. This is just the beginning. I know everybody's going to physical, but Tim Dog got it. What the hell? Dude, people been watching. They did. Yeah, I know. It's no longer available. I know. I just got it live, man. I don't know how. Damn, I just got it. Who I'm gonna thank? Who am I gonna thank? Who was it? It was who just said it? Yo, CTR2, man. Yo, shout out to him, man. Good job. That's the chat feed. That's the grinders, baby. Woo!
I'm trying to use the phone!
What?
I've got news for you. You're mine now. You belong to me.
Hey, Jim Ryan, what do you think about Generations?
I lied.
Oh, shit. Gordon Ramsay looking motherfucker. Yo, I'm going to tell you something, guys. Keep an eye. Man, Twitter is lit because people are posting their orders. God damn it. They're freaking like their addresses and shit are showing up. Like, fucking people, take a chill pill. Like, I understand you want some internet clout that you pre-ordered it, locked it down as evidence, but you be fucking careful. Holy shit. Yo, Merc. Yo, Merc is Moneybags Merc, man. 305. Amazon less than 5 seconds. PS5's on lock and fucking addresses of people being shown. One guy said I switched my pre-order. There's a whole goddamn address on the fucking picture. He got his whole address on his goddamn picture. On lock. Yo, look at Verdict's tweet about the PlayStation dudes finding out about the they got fucking tea. Booker T's the best, man. Booker T is hilarious. Horizon coming to PlayStation 4. No laddie. Oh man, that's pretty funny. But yeah, it's bullshit. I tell you, the Horizon one pissed me off because I'm like, that's a next gen game. But man, that is pretty. Oh man, that was pretty damn funny. Yo, Verdict's a trip, man. Oh man, that Booker T, that shit is funny. PlayStation Series S, the Pro. Oh, there it is. BitCloud got it. Did he get the? He got the physical. Yo, shout out to BitCloud. He got it. Oh, Mark, look. Yo, this is like live internet shopping. The problems of a tech head. Look at this. 18-month financing, $700, a 3080. Boom. Well, that's what I told. This is what I told you guys before. You get a Best Buy credit card, 18 months no financing. There's your all access right there. You don't need 2 years of Game Pass. That's all I was telling you. You just finance the hardware. And then you can buy Game Pass when you want it. Bam. What are these dudes yelling about? J-Dub, what's he doing? Post Up came up for Tick Podcast. Those digitals are gone. I think the digitals are on low supply right now. Merc's ready. Merc. Yo. Merc's electric bill is going to be through the goddamn roof. We can have 3 PlayStations and a goddamn 3080 Ti. He's going to be sieving power from his next door neighbor. Oh, he tried to get both, but he got one. Optimus locked it. Shout out to Optimus Code. Big Mike got it. Oh, look at this. So there's the PlayStation 3 version. PlayStation 5 version. Damn. Looking crazy. But I don't know, I'm not a huge Dark Souls fan, but that looks crazy. Brian the PlayStation dude. Good job. He retracted it and took away his address. Yes. Because that cracked me up. What's this? Who got it? Tibby 2 times. On lock. Damn. People getting them. Oh, shit. Watch those sneaky sons of bitches selling them on eBay with their goddamn pre-orders. Oh, man. This is crazy. Holy crap. These 2 games come out next year. God damn. If these 2 games really do come out. If this comes out early in the year and this comes out at the end of the year. Oh, my God. I agree to Kuhn. That Chris, I talked about it all before. It was bullshit because they believed in generations and they said that shit. And then all of a sudden, he goes,
I lied.
and they made those games come on there. Something changed because they changed. Because before that, in June, they were balls deep in PlayStation. They're like, PlayStation 5, God damn it, you're going to buy it. That's the only games that come into it. You're going to get it. Then, Phil Ness slipped in. And they go, you know what, maybe we'll just put some of the games on PlayStation 4, upgrade when you want. I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah. But again, they still got games that are only on PlayStation 5, but it's bullshit. And the thing is that I would be concerned if I saw Spider-Man and it didn't look really next-gen. That game looks pretty damn good. Like, it definitely looks like a better Spider-Man. So... And Horizon, when they showed it at the end of the other showcase, it looked good. And I think we need to do, to kind of close the loop on this whole thing. We're going to go to the, Best Buy, you goddamn it. They still say coming soon. That might be my third one. But, here we go. Like I said, I'll have more of a conniption and more of a bothering me if Aloy showed up looking like Craig, or Miles Morales takes off his mask and it's a Craig face. I was like, okay, yeah, but the thing is that these games don't look compromised. In theory, they talk about next generations, and you put it on the previous generation. Okay, yeah, you lied.
I lied.
And they did. But if this game is going to look like this on PlayStation 5, we don't know how bad it's going to look on PlayStation 4. It might be on PlayStation 4, but it might look like Horizon Light. And this thing looked like completely different. So we see the differences. But there's nothing looking at this going, yeah, this is held back. This don't look next gen. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lose sleep over it because the game looks great. These games look pretty good. Now I can't wait to see gameplay and see more of it. But this coming off like this, I don't think it being on the PlayStation is going to hurt the PlayStation 5 version. With Xbox, the problem was we didn't see the games. We didn't see what the studios were working on. We didn't know what games they were going to show. And also, the games are all coming into a service. So there's a lot of things that we knew, but we didn't see the games. And then when they finally show a game where it's the example of a crush-gen game, it's going to run on the X and run on the S and run on the old gen. It's Halo Infinite. And look what happened with Halo Infinite. It was memed. It didn't look good. The physics, the coloring, all that stuff didn't look good. It looked like something that was just made in a weekend. And they got a meme out of it and they delayed it. So now you question maybe it is holding it back. But if Sony can make the PlayStation 5 game look like this, if it's on the PlayStation 4, so be it. So maybe people don't buy a PlayStation 5 to play this then don't. Just like people didn't buy a PlayStation 4 Pro to play the first one. You played it on the PlayStation 4 Slim. But this game looks incredible. This looks incredible. I want to play this, and I will play this on the PlayStation 5. The fact that it's on PlayStation 4, hip hip hooray. All the people that says anti-consumer now could celebrate, have a drink, and roll themselves in some finesse. And that's why I said, Pug, yeah, I said the same thing earlier. Something changed. It was either with COVID stuff going down, thinking people not going to be able to buy the PlayStation 5 due to the people on left fired from jobs and Sony trying to be a little more considerate, thinking like, maybe the adoption of the PlayStation 5 won't be as fast as we thought. So let's put some of these games on the PlayStation 4 to compensate for possibly a lower install base than we anticipated. Or these consoles, because of COVID in China, maybe they haven't manufactured them, or the yields and the issues that they were saying before, and they denied it. But maybe the stock of the PlayStation 5 is not where they would want to be to hit the numbers that they're trying to hit. So because of that, they're like, you know what? Let's not let Horizon sales hurt because of an install base of only on PlayStation 5. We maybe have 5 million. Well, we've got 120 million people sitting there that we could put the game on there and give it to them. Now, as traditionally, if we didn't have the issues with the pandemic and we had the stock or people had jobs and all that other stuff, then maybe we do. Because something did change. Because when this was released, it was PlayStation 5 or bust. So something over the last couple of months, the fact that maybe the pandemic didn't go away, it's coming back, there's no vaccines yet, like maybe, or the yields, I don't know. But something did change because their initial plan was next generation games only on next generation. And they took 3 of their games and said, we're going to put them as PlayStation 4 ports. Okay. But like I mentioned before, these are only 3 games out of the huge amount of games that they already announced. They already said, like, there's about 3 other games that are only going to be on next gen. They got Ratchet and Clank. Yeah, I don't know if GTA 7, I'm assuming that's going to be next gen only. But I keep forgetting the other friggin' game. Goddamn, what is that other game by Epic? Kun, you guys know what that one is? Night Watch? What the hell? I forgot the hell it is. But that's another PlayStation 5 only game. But look at this game. Nobody looked at this and going, oh, this is a PlayStation 4 game just running a higher resolution. You could see the differences. And I showed Spider-Man earlier. But, like, look at this goddamn game. Now, if that game, now they show this game again and it looks like Horizon of the other one, then it's like, okay, well, this decision to put it on PlayStation 4 did hold it back. But again, we got to comment on what we see. And that was the biggest challenge with Microsoft. Is like, we didn't see anything. And then when we saw it, it didn't look good. But let's get to the combat on this. So I showed this at the beginning, but just to wrap it up, like, I know, Sarah, like the Horizon one was the one I'm like, really? Spider-Man, Sackboy, yeah, okay, fine. Because Spider-Man was like a Spider-Man 1.5. Like, I knew it wasn't the full-fledged Spider-Man 2. Call it DLC if they want, but I knew this was like a transition game. It was sort of like, this is what we can do with the PlayStation 5, and this is kind of a sneak peek of what some of the things that you're going to see in Spider-Man 2, the official, like the real big release, Spider-Man 2. So I can see it. But Horizon, yeah, that caught me off guard, the Horizon one, definitely. And it is a bummer. But if they show the game again and it looks compromised because they decide to put it on PlayStation 4, okay, now we will come back and revisit that when that happens. But what they've shown already, there's no indication about that. And we don't know what the PlayStation 4 version looks like. Now, Spider-Man, what's the PlayStation 4 going to look like? Who knows? We'll see. But you're looking at this, like, here's gameplay. Boom. Look at the transitions of the like, so smooth. The lighting, the reflections, the stuff going on. It's crazy. The debris. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Like that part right there, I was like, whoa. That part right there where he just knocks that guy into that wall. Like, look at all this stuff going on. Look at that cool ass explosion. Oh, man. I said I wasn't going to do this. Like, yeah, alright, grinders, wait a second. Do 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 do. I'm gonna do. Not gonna like me. You're not gonna like me, Grant. So hit that like button. I know we're burning the midnight oil here. I know we're burning the midnight oil, guys. But I gotta do something here. Here we go. Ready? I know they're two different games. I know. But we're talking same next gen, right? We're talking next gen, right? Okay. Let's look at the action here. Here we go, guys. Are you ready? Hit the like button. We're going to have some eye-opening things right here. Let's go. Yeah. Just demonstration of next generation. Okay, let's get to the action here, Halo, please. Just demonstrations. All right, of gameplay. Look what's going on in one scene and with the other. Now some of the big, oh, well, this is open world. Okay, well, they didn't say it's a full open world. It's actually a semi-open world. But look at the explosion. Like, hey, wait. Look at this dude trying to coordinate this stuff here. Like, look at look at the lack of effects on this stuff. Like, let's see. Like, it's hard to manage two of these things, but I'm like, just look at the stuff that goes on here. I'm gonna pause this thing. Like, look at these explosions. Now look at this one. Like, there's something off, right? Uh-oh, am I gonna do it again? Oh, it's too late. It's too late for me to catch Craig. I caught him perfectly in my 1,000-view stream. Thank you very much, guys. Let's see. I'm gonna catch Greg for the midnight oils. Let's try to catch Greg. Okay, we're going to catch you. Ah, I missed him. It's always fun to try to get him. Let's see. Get him a little earlier. Hey, there he is. Look at this stuff. All right. Now watch the explosions. Here's the other part that I saw with the grenade. Like, this is next-gen gameplay demonstrations, all right? Now we call a spade, right? Cross-gen game. Cross-gen game. Cross-gen game. Cross-gen game. Which one looks cross-gen? Like, look at the... Here comes a grenade. Here comes a grenade. Let's watch. Cross-gen, right? Next-gen, right? Look. Let's see this grenade explosion. What the fuck is this? Hey, there's another one. There's more explosions up here. Yeah, this part. I want to show you this part here. When he gets into the chain gun. Here, this. First off, this part. Like, when he throws the fusion coil at him. Like, look, maybe you'll see an explosion like this, right? Look. Look at this. What the hell is this? No debris, nothing. Look at this. It's like a scene from a goddamn movie. All right, now watch the destruction here. That's why there was other things wrong with Halo. Watch the destruction on both ends, right? Watch. Look at the explosions here. Look at what's going on here. Look at the explosions here. Look at this. Look at the lighting. So when somebody says, "Oh look, Spider-Man's on PlayStation 4," like, just look at the combat. Look at the. And I'm not talking about the graphical differences, which that is huge. The lighting and stuff. The lighting. The amount of stuff going on, the particles. Look at the explosions here. This is supposedly running on a 12 teraflop machine. This is running on a weaker system, right? But like, look at the explosions here. They're so, like, the lighting. Nothing's giving off a light. I'm going to let it run, right? Let them run. I'm tired of pointing them out. Here's your action. Now, this game is delayed for you know why, right? I'm going to make this screen bigger. Like, you know what? The one thing that Jim Ryan didn't lie.
Enough from me. We're gonna have the games do our talking.
Means when I think about Xbox, I'm going to think about quality games. We have work to do there. We haven't done our best work over the last few years with our first-party output.
That's always been a hit on the company on that. Whenever I hear some criticism.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say always. Like I think we've gone through times
not to
where
throw mud on you, but I have to know that's a fair.
No,
I think it's something fair to say.
It is. It is fair to say, and
like the games. Compromises being seen anywhere? Oh, Xbox is waiting for ray tracing to be patched in. They're waiting for this. You know what? Add one more thing. Here. Yeah, that interview was great. Where's that Miles picture? Like, here, you want to show environment? Like, you want to show environment? Like, here, look. They try to do this in here. Like, character model. Like, I understand there's different art styles and stuff like that. But, like, the games do the talking. I just look at the differences. Like, you're talking about who's making a better sale for next generation. Like, you know, I'm not even talking because I'm just observing this guy. Like, you know, that's what I mean. It's a funny joke on Twitter. It's funny, big look, cross-gen games, compromises. PlayStation 4 is being held. PlayStation 5 games are being held back. Well, like, look at this reveal of the city. Like, when you show a game like this, that statement seems to be true. But when you show a game like this and say it's coming to PlayStation 4, you kind of go like, well, if it looks like this on the PlayStation 5, then I don't give a shit if it's coming to PlayStation 4. When you show this game and it's like, oh, this is also coming to the Xbox One X or the One S, you're like, oh, okay, well, maybe this was held back a little bit. Now, I don't think it's all because of being held back. I think there's just bad devs, like just bad management of devs. But just the effects and the explosions, like, you can't. One game. Okay? One game. Now, do I even go this way? Do we even do this? Do we? Do we? Now, this doesn't have gameplay, so that's why I didn't... this is not actual game... I want to see gameplay of this to compare. But, like... are we going to even talk about this? Thanks, Pug. Like, you got one demonstrating one console. They're both being compared. This is their demonstration of Xbox's next generation gameplay. And this is Sony's demonstration of next generation. So, other games do the talking. That's what I mean. It's a funny thing. And the idea of holding back next generation, yeah, that's probably a realistic thing. Game design, yeah. Graphics, lighting, I agree. But, maybe they're not doing the port. Who's doing the port? I don't know. But if they show Horizon and it looks like, she looks like Craig, all right, now we know why, because they're putting it on the PlayStation 4. Well, Spider-Man don't look compromised. So, the games do the talking. And with that, it's late. Thank you again for burning the midnight oil with Grinds My Gears. Hit that like button. It's a long show. A lot of stuff happened today. I got the pre-order lockdown live. The second one after that crazy story, so that puts that story full circle. And I want to thank you for the shout outs in the chat. Grind is awesome. Yep, Ryan. Hey, what's up, Ryan Flay? Yes, I did. I did pre-order. I got it at Target, and I also got it at the at Amazon. So we'll see how that goes. But I do think that more will be coming. Yeah, Last of Us 2. I didn't even get into that one too. I know. But anyway, guys, this has been a great time. I want to thank you again. Hit that like button as you leave. Everybody, take a night. Tomorrow's going to be a crazy day of pre-orders. Good luck to everybody. And welcome to Next Generation. It begins on November 12th. And with that, guys, Grinds My Gears is out. And watch out, Merc. Merc is stocking up all those PlayStation 5s. Watch him. Keep an eye on Merc. Shout out to Merc, man. Good luck tomorrow, Merc. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks again.